And welcome back, everybody, to the finale of the SAW Spring at Winter Open at Winter Farms. This is Canadian Disc Golf Production. I'm Pat McCauley.
And I'm Chris Brown.
The Winter Farms Disc Golf in Brantford, Ontario, brought to you by Covered by J Pool and Spa Solutions, Peace Bridge and Disc Golf Days. Here we are at the beautiful Winter Family Farm, the 36-hole course on the Winding Woods for the second time for the final round. Gripped and Ripped, Diameter Apparel, True North Disc Golf, also partners on this production, bringing us our final round coverage. Here's our leader.
There's Ozzy with 2 pairs of shoes just in case. Cam Zanini maintaining his lead card status, dodging shoes.
He's down one shoe.
He's worried. Oz is worried about him. There's Jake Voskamp coming back.
It's a good thing he brought an extra pair.
Yeah, and there's Abraham.
Neufeld,
yeah,
making his debut on the tourney coverage.
Good for him, buddy. That was a great solid tournament to keep it going. So, hole 1 again, 390 feet. Today, this is the Sunday of the event. We, as the pro field, just narrowly avoided a large downfall of rain. So probably 20 minutes before this card went off, it had about 15 minutes of just constant downpour. So all the tee pads are going to be really slick, all the ground is going to be muddy, everything's going to be wet. Luckily, the weather held out for us. It was really looking toward the bad day.
Yeah, there were some lightning delays in the very early stages of the morning. Storms kept just far enough at bay to not delay the open cards.
So,
and I guess, well, it's a good thing Oz has his second pair of shoes, but who's going to carry them?
Yeah. So, again, 390 feet. Don't slip on the wood. The wood got very slippery if you got near the edges. Oz seems to have corrected from his OB on the first day.
Now, there is OB left, obviously, on the cornfield, but he probably pushed far enough to get past it, and then there's another opening of the edge of the field at the corner.
Jake Voskamp in second with 6 down, gets that up really high.
Very high and wide.
I don't know if he made it safe, like far enough to be safe.
Yeah,
that would be a really big throw if he did.
Yeah, it was so high, he lost a lot of distance. He's going to be flirting with the OB, as is Cam, right on the edge of that marsh.
I've never really thought about throwing a forehand here. I just don't see the play, but
you have to be super strong and long, exactly like Abe just did.
Abraham just smashed that forehand out there. That is going to be perfect.
Well, that's probably why you've never seen it.
Yeah.
You can't do that, right?
I don't have that ability. Yeah. That's why I don't do it. So Jake did keep it in bounds. Yep. Wow, that is far. On a pure hyzer the whole way, he managed it. Do you think Cam kept it in bounds here? He's right on the line.
Yeah, he probably would have taken his relief if he was out of bounds.
That's a good point. But so just misses it.
Yeah, so he probably stayed in bounds just at the edge. And Oz now has a great look for the bird here. Outside the circle, but
yeah, it's probably like 50 feet. It's hard to get all the way to this basket. It's 390 feet of OB laden treachery. And
just a little low.
So in that area is quite swampy, as you see Abraham. This is where Abraham's drive got to. That is huge.
What an incredible!
But it is incredibly mucky down there. So when you go to push off, your foot just sinks in. Yeah. So we'll see how Abraham can deal with the mud.
With that forearm strength, I would have loved to see him on the bomber course.
No kidding. He just hits the band for the 2 there. That would have been a very good 2. 2 of which only 2 people got this day. Caleb Frisbee with the first one, and I actually get to watch James Duong from our previous coverage hit 60-footer dead center on this basket just before these guys went off.
So you were on his card there for the final round?
And I got to watch him hit it.
Yeah.
It was great. But only 2 2s on that hole. I'm making like 3 on the weekend. That is definitely a tough hole.
And it doesn't get any easier.
Definitely does not. The farther we get, the harder it gets. So again, you're probably going to see, especially since we just saw that Abraham has such good forehand power, all 4 of these throwers are probably going to just do a forehand right up before the first mound there.
Yeah, last round we saw some stock forehand birdies. probably look to see the same. It's probably less windy today than it was yesterday.
Yeah, I think it was gusting a little faster today, but consistently it was better.
It's just the conditions that they'll have to worry about. PMW Productions are beautiful, amazing trophies that you're going to see at the end of the round, so stick around to see those. Call up Pat Walker if you want some arts and crafts done for your next event. Disc golfers supporting disc golfers.
It's going to be crazy to see. I just want to see somebody go for this. I just want to see how far up Oz can throw a backhand up this thing, but I don't think that's a smart play, so I don't think that's what he's going to do.
No, I have to come for a practice round with him to see that happen.
I think Jake can do it.
Yes, Jake has insane distance.
Yeah. He won't be able to showcase it too much on this course.
No.
That's, I think maybe Oz is thinking about playing it up shorter this time, just so that he can get flat ground to throw up to the basket. Because he definitely threw that half power for sure.
Yeah, you can get up to the top of the hill easily, but if you can reach the basket from the bottom of it, why bother? Great spot.
Yeah. They also might be worried more about their footing, because it doesn't look that way, but these are wet, and you can slip.
And it's patchy puddles, too.
Yes. And if you can catch any of that wood, the wood is the worst part.
Okay, nice and safe as well.
3 for 3 all in a 5-foot circle.
Let's see the crank.
Yeah,
Will he go further? No.
Get back. All right.
Ooh, just safe.
Abraham was on my card in the second round, and he put it up on top of the shelf there, so he definitely can do it.
That makes sense, yeah. All right, so all I've got to do basically the same kind of shot, just a little bit shorter. Oh yeah, there is the gusts you can see in the trees. And that's going to be into the very tree that we were talking about.
I wouldn't be surprised if he slipped on that. That's Oz is very good at forehanding, and to see him shank it that badly, I would not be surprised if he slipped on the uphill.
Yeah, the uphill slippery condition.
Yeah, there you go. Doing a standstill just to make sure. He'll be up there for a putt. That's good.
Alright, and here's Jake. Looks like he had a seat in the wet, it looks like. And it's going to be right up there near Cam.
Tries to put it in.
That was, yeah, I'd say that was a bit of a bid.
It's kind of nice being, it's good and it's bad being this far left. Now you can swing it out as far as you want, but if you go OB, you're OB right away.
But no mistakes there.
Nope. Oh, Oz actually got a great kick out.
He did. I didn't see the disc come out of the woods at all, so.
Yeah.
Ooh,
big
a
old
bit
stepper.
of an awkward step there.
Just jumping uphill, I can't imagine it's very easy. But he was right there for the tap in, what would that be, 4? Tap in par?
If he didn't go OB, oh yeah.
There is no OB, right?
Not on the right-hand side, so that's a par. Jake will collect a birdie. As will Abe.
Again, pretty routine hole. A little bit. Must have been a little bit of slip there for Oz or whatever it was, but one stroke isn't too bad. Yeah. He aired to the right direction. You can see he's a little bit talking to his caddy Tobin there.
Oh, there's his shoes. There we go.
Yeah, hanging on Tobin's shoulders.
Excellent. So yeah, he loses a stroke to the card, but not really a big deal when you're that far ahead.
Yeah, that one is understandable. You're gonna see a lot more slips today, I'm imagining, because once you get into the woods, the sun has not dried off the tee pads yet. So.
That's right. And we'll see if anyone's gonna try and go into this gap for the second round here on hole 3.
Yeah, I really want to see somebody just get all the way down there. But the smart play is the hyzer to the hole, and then you can easily get up and down even for a 3. So hard to pass up on an easy eagle on this par 5.
Forgiving par 5, like we said last round, but I mean, it didn't prove to be that easy last round, averaging over par. This round, it averaged under par by 0.28 strokes.
So it seems like a lot of people took their medicine from the first round and realized that going for it just maybe not have been worth it.
Yeah, they figured it out, a little more discipline, and Yeah, we're gonna see some big hucks on Huxley's Pool and Spa's hole. As that shaky.
Yeah.
The drone didn't figure it out from last
No,
year, and drone did
no.
the same thing again.
No. You can see they're definitely pushing it out farther right, really letting it swing in. That's not going to be far enough left, but he did not miss the Mando.
Yeah, but he's gonna be right in front of that flagpole, basically.
Yeah, that's good.
Cam really far out right.
If you remember from last round, he left it early OB. Oh.
And that's going to be a missed Mando. Yep.
Yeah, he originally got the safe call and then switched it to OB, so maybe he rolled. Maybe when he hit the ground, he rolled past the Mando line.
Okay,
and
very possible.
As we know from the new rules this year, and whoa!
That's going for a ride. Abe's going to park it on hole 4.
Is he in bounds? He's in bounds. That's incredible. I think I remember that coming up that hill now that I think about it, because he was in my way. But the new Mando rules, if you even touch the Mando line at all, you have missed the Mando. So because he hit the tree line there, it doesn't matter if he rolled back in bounds short of the Mando, he still missed the Mando.
Yeah, he breached that. There is a painted line all the way to the right of the flagpole, so if you breach the line, you go to the drop zone. And there he's going down the fairway of hole 4.
Yeah, saw his disc whiz by my face there. It was great. Yeah, you see Jake so pinched off. I don't know what he's going to have. May have been beneficial for him just to lay up, but he tried to take a little extra, and we'll see where that gets him. And Cam, who missed the Mando, is throwing 2 or 3 from the drop zone, so still savable for the birdie. And that looks like he could have done it.
His punch is right down there.
He's laughing.
He's happy with it. Yeah.
This is the perfect spot for for Oz. This is fantastic. Let's see what he does with it.
Like, being at the drop zone is almost a perfect line, and that's as good as it gets without taking an extra stroke.
He did it again. Last round he anteed it too much, and this one he did it again.
Yeah, and he's gonna kick even further left this time.
Yeah. See if he'll play down the fairway with Abraham over there.
I'm interested to see where Abe comes out at the bottom. Okay, Jake onto a knee, probably smart.
Honestly, his pushing forward actually helped him out a lot, because that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That could be dealing with the OB creek.
So I don't know where the OB starts on that creek. It wasn't clearly defined, so we'll see what happens when they get there.
Without the border, it had to be completely surrounded by water.
As far as I remember down there was no water. So I don't know what they're going to play, but we will see when we get down there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look what Oz put himself into.
It was thick.
He catches a tree.
Almost got out, though. Okay, Jake seems to be fine.
Yeah.
Got a generous save maybe from those fallen logs or something.
Yeah, that must have been it. Or maybe he did go OB and took it in, but I don't think so. I think that's where he's disconnected.
He comes out with a par anyway.
So I'm wondering if he did go OB in the creek.
So that could be completely
Yeah.
And that's just where he took his relief from.
Yeah, and then the meter from the top of the creek bed is where he got it. So if he got a 5 there, then it's unfortunate for him to get that bad skip.
Oz saves the birdie. And it is considered a save when you're over there, but still a birdie.
Did he save the birdie? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, sorry, but still a par 4. Would you look at this?
Right on.
Another guy on my card. He took the only three of the tournament so far with pretty much tap in 3 on this hole.
And that was Mr. James Duong again.
Mr. James Duong, really.
So he got off to a hot start.
Yeah, 4 down through 3 holes for James Duong, coming back for that top card, top 4 finish. Going back up this hill. I'm wondering if everyone's going to keep going back to forehands, or if anyone's going to switch to a backhand to try and get there. It is tough.
Yeah, the big uphill and very narrow gap here again. Abe's going to try and slice it with the forehand. Mm-hmm. It's still up for debate what the way to go is. If you have a good forehand like this, why not? That's a stable disc,
Yeah.
but it
I-
just didn't have height.
I personally don't understand the forehand. I understand you can see your gap, but I just don't see how it gets to the basket consistently. So, you know, I think it's just so you can see the gap so you don't get yourself out early.
Yeah, getting to the basket on this hole is kind of a pipe dream for most. There was no birdies on it last round.
There's 2 last round.
Oh, sorry. There's 2. There's no birdies on the next hole. That's right. There was two last hole, and then 2 last round, 1 this round.
Only 1? Wonder which one it will be. Oh, that looks like he could do it.
Dirty.
Oh, he catches a tree.
Cam, also going forehand,
Yeah,
and it's wide.
That's this hole is so tough. It's so hard to miss all the trees, and then with the slippery tee pads to add into that, it's I don't know what people expect. But we get to see some cool scrambles coming out of the bushes here.
Here we go. That's a good effort. Basically standing on the pile of brush, so
Yeah.
no footing at all on that, having them be wet as well.
Yeah, this course only being put in beginning of last year. It still has a lot of work to do as far as clean up and taking out the little trees and all the rubble.
Great approach there from Abe.
Yeah, I still think he's going to be like 20, 30 feet short. That basket is a little bit out there, but I think he can do it.
And Jake
Uh-oh.
through the gap, and he's up there for a putt again.
Yeah, that'll be close, I think. Maybe a 20-footer from the right.
Okay, Cam is now shooting 3. Still in the forest, and that's going to land up for a bogey, likely. Now, is this just the second shot so far from Oz?
I think it is. This is his birdie attempt from arguably 90 feet away, but anyone can do it. It's this man right here. Looks like he's just playing that up there for a nice easy 3.
Yep, that's the way to do it. Getting some advice from Tobin. He's showing Tobin his new mini marker, it looks like. And what
there
a
it is,
great
Abe.
putt. Yeah, that deserves a little run in.
Yeah, that's a big putt. Abe's having a good round right now, just needs to maintain it.
And I think that was wind related to catch that nose up a bit.
Yeah, that's definitely the direction the wind is coming, and if your nose angle doesn't get correct, he's coming back now from an even farther putt.
Yeah, that's tough. That's really tough. To fight back to get through the gap on 2. But
This hole can do it to you very quickly, and it's early in the round, and Cam as well does not convert on that putt. That's one he's going to want back, especially if he wants to chase down second place or try to get closer to Oz in first place.
So I think Jake and Cam are going to draw even after this hole. Or no, Cam did spend another shot in the woods, so they'll still be 1 apart then.
Indeed.
Safe to say the race is on for second,
Yeah.
but
Upside down, frustrated putt from Cam. I can understand that. It must be tough in that wind.
if he knocked the basket a little bit harder with his frisbee, it might have been in the right spot for the next shot. But here we go down the valley for this hole. Hole number 5.
This one again, a forehand to the right of that tree, to the left of that tree can get you down there, and then you got to get lucky once you get past the first gap.
Thanks to Rad Disc Guys for sponsoring this hole. If you can get all the way down to the gap, you want to kind of pool up in that dry creek bed, like we say, is playing casual from there. But a lot of the discs that do make it through the initial gap will kick off to the right before you even get to the bottom of the creek bed.
If you're going forehand, that's correct.
So you gave us a little hint for last hole that one person got the birdie. It was you, correct?
It was me last hole on the last hole. I had a 1 foot tap in.
And the flippy backhand?
Yeah, slightly flippy backhand.
Yeah. That seems the way to get the 2.
Yeah, you just have to commit. You have to commit to it, right? And take the punishment as well as the rewards. Let's see what Abraham does here.
Oh,
Echo.
interesting.
Oh, that is. Was that 2 inside?
Maybe at the back.
He doesn't seem to know either.
Yeah, because there is a bunch of brush and a lot of trees before it opens up, so I think he basically went directly into them.
Mm-hmm.
Needed some flex, and Oz got some flex, and he's probably going to be the kick.
Oh no! I couldn't see the disc, but by his reaction, I can tell that he got smacked down. But he made the first gap. Our last round, everyone on the card had trouble making the first gap, so it's good to see them all changing their ways.
Yeah, well, Jake takes.
He seemed happy.
Oh yeah.
He seemed happy, especially after that last hole in the putting lows. I'm sure hitting that gap is important.
Yeah, he took a direct line at it and he got lucky.
I do think the gap that they're taking, the little Annie flex line, is the way to get to the basket. You can play it a little safer outside, but I don't think it gets you there.
So Oz wasn't happy with his tee shot, but he got past the brush piles and he hit a clear line. So.
Yeah, but I think he thought he could be parked, so
right.
He's gonna get up and down for a 3, and that's all you can really ask for on this hole.
Unless you're Cam and you go for a 2.
I think he was worried about really pushing into that mud because it's really mucky down there, as you can see.
You can see, yeah, it's like
so
quicksand.
If this is where Jake is, and where's Abraham? Because Abraham looked
Abraham's in the stairs.
Is that him? No.
Look at that. That's a disc. Yeah.
Oh no way! How'd he get there? It looked like he was so inside.
Yeah, it's a miracle how he got through there.
He's in the stairs. That's incredible.
Play it from right on top.
Yeah.
And look at this.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, I would be frustrated too. That would have been a great birdie.
Jake squeezes in there, and nice putt after those last 2 missed putts.
And that's how she goes. Drop it in for the par.
Indeed.
And, I mean, as great as chance it was to convert, to get out of that hole with the par, you can't complain.
Nope, 3 is good.
And yeah, from last round, well executed by everyone to get through that gap. Verticam Foamworks brings you hole 6. Right from the top, we have, this is the original long tees. There was the short tees, and then down even lower, there was another set of tees. When there used to be 3 guardian trees in this gap. There was another third skinny tree right in between these 2 guys.
Yeah, that one definitely needed to go.
That had to go. It was a
little
hope
bit
and a
too
prayer. And then now you have your fork in the road.
Yeah, I wouldn't be upset if those 2 little trees left anyways. It'd make the gap a little more pure, but as you say, you can always cut down trees. You can't add them back. So let them grow for now until they figure out what they want to do with this hole.
Yeah, until they thicken up. There's the aggressive bottom right gap that we're seeing through the drone. There's the safer flex forehand line or hyzer backhand and then a forehand up on the left hand side. Both birdieable. Probably the safest one is to go right where Abe's going and sit it on top of the hill to the left.
Oh, and he gets a bad kick down the hill.
It's almost as if someone caught it and just threw it right back down there. Oz is going to go for the same line.
Yeah, he did this last time. He got all the way up there for a putt, which it absolutely blows my mind. And that is a bad kick.
He got his luck ran out on that one. No good kick that time. That one's going into probably the thick stuff. Jake,
it looks perfect. That's he may be more inside than he wanted, but that is he got into optimal spot.
Yeah, great execution on that. Just to miss that whisker tree. Cam is going straight into the bush, not left or right.
That's one way to play it.
There could be gaps to get out there.
Play the Plinko game. Yeah, Ozzy got over here way to the right, and he's not gonna have much out of there. That was really cut off on his forehand. He's just laying up there to get to a good spot to take his 4.
Yeah, he's gonna have to scramble for that par.
Yeah. And Jake, in my opinion, is in the optimal, realistic landing zone. Obviously, if you could take an Oz's round 2 spot, you would, but that's just a simple forehand right to the basket. What's Abraham
He's
thinking
in birdie
right
range.
now?
We got a little scoobski going on.
Okay. Oh, and he catches a tree.
Okay.
That's clever. Wonder why he didn't go forehand. I wonder if he was pinched off. And forehand roller. Tick one more for the counter.
Cam, how are you gonna roll this disc through this forest? Does he see what we see right now?
Anyone can do it.
It wasn't a. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it was a roller, and I don't think that where he wanted it to.
No, I think he woke up Fred Penner in the log there. An amazing recovery bid from Abe to get those 2 shots. Oz looking straight on at the basket, so his recovery did very well as well. And yeah, just a little long and left.
That's not bad. Again, easy 4. This is where his roller got to. That's not the worst. There's a gap there. You can definitely make that work. And he catches a tree.
Oh, wow.
Catches a tree and still goes in.
Heroic effort from Cam. And actually, everybody on this hole got to work. And now, sorry if I missed Jake's shot. Was he putting for birdie?
I don't think so. He was. Yes, I think he was. Wait. Yeah, he's putting.
No, we didn't
yeah.
miss it. Now is his birdie putt.
Yes, he is putting for birdie right now.
So this is the way to play it if you want to take notes on the left-hand side of the fairway.
I think that's the safe and best way to play it.
Great.
Trying to play for the 2 is just almost reckless, but some people will do it.
Excellent job from Voskamp to get a stroke on the card there. And that's going to help his lead for second place be cushioned a little bit. As we go on to the shortest hole of the course, hole number 7.
Do you think this one's shorter, or do you think 12 is shorter? A little forehand.
Oh, we'll have to find out. We can't go by these distances, though.
There is no way this is 200 feet. Maybe from the shorts it's 200 feet. That would make sense.
The steady climb up the hill, slowly turning right and then increasing the angle. I love that backhand turnover, but I saw more forehands last round.
Yeah, and the forehand seemed to work. So again, something to be said about being able to see your gap and pick a good spot on the middle of the fairway. Yeah, you can see Jake's foot just slipping and sliding all over that tee pad. This one was one of the worst ones. On the run up the hill.
Yeah, it's low lying at the bottom of the hill. Yeah. Water's pooling around the tee pad.
That's one reason why you want to throw forehand, so you don't have to deal with that hip rotation.
This is the turnaround point of the entire course. It's the furthest out you can get.
Yeah, I didn't see where that went. It looked good out of his hand, but I don't know if it ended well.
Yeah, it was a little wide when we lost track of it, so. If it caught one of the hill angles, he could be back in trouble. But he saved it last round from a bad spot.
Indeed.
Cam?
Good treat.
Yeah, well, same reaction as I had, Cam.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Didn't seem to hate it. Didn't seem to like it. Just sort of up there. Long chance of the 2.
Yeah, what do you do?
I think the worst part was picking up all the mud while walking through the forest. The bottom of your shoes caked with an inch of mud every single time you got there.
Yeah, you have to clump it off, and it's slippery to walk in.
Exactly.
So Abe cuts through a bit of the trees. He didn't get a kick like Cam did. So he's probably going to be looking at a tree-laden uphill jump putt.
Yeah. I think they'll all be long putts for 2. What? Yeah, Oz likes to get a large push off on his first step, and his back foot definitely slipped out there.
Might have been a good idea to put that second pair of shoes into commission. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's like Disc golf would be like racing where you get 2 sets of
Yeah,
tires.
new
to
tires.
race.
I really like that
There you
drive
go.
from Oz. It looked like it fought through good. I don't know how the kick got him, but I'm sure he'll be up there putting. I see why Cam was indifferent about this drive. It's probably just outside circle. Always a chance.
Yeah, he's gonna. Is he going straight on or is he going around? Yeah, he's
Yeah,
going
it's a
around.
little bit of a hyzer right there. Easy
Yep.
3. Nothing wrong with that.
And Oz looks all right from that spot.
Indeed. Scary putt though, because if you give this too much and it crests the hill, it can go. And he
Yeah.
puts it off the band. No one can say he wasn't committed, that's for sure.
If he was any closer to second place, he might even be mad about that putt.
Oz is always pushing. There's no stopping him. Doesn't matter what everyone else is doing.
That's the mindset of a champ. You got to think that way.
This is actually this is inside circle, I'm thinking. Abe's got a good opportunity here.
The uphill is just setting people off a
Yeah.
bit.
It looked good,
that
but
angle.
didn't seem to. Second guessing whether you wanted to putt into the chains that were already occupied.
What happens if you putt into someone's disc that's in the chains and you push their disc out?
Then it would be fine. It's when your disc comes to rest based on your movements that the disc is.
So it's already in.
Yeah, it's same as if like if someone's disc hits your disc and then your disc rolls down the hill, you get to replace it to where it was.
That makes sense. Thank you to Winter and Sons Drywall for the last hole. This one's coming to you from Dustin Mullis, the truck guy at Toledo Ford, hole 8.
Yeah, let's just not forget to mention that James Wong was the only 2 on the last hole. Again, this hole, something slightly overstable, high, let it get up the hill as far as you can. Don't hit too many trees.
Duong must have been, well, he did double bogey the fourth hole, but he would have been on a course record pace himself.
Yeah, he was. He had a very colorful first 5 holes, to say the least.
Yeah, paint it up and ride the roller coaster of the winding woods.
I can tell you, I know that feeling here.
Jake's getting the
Cam.
needle and thread out. Cameo from Cam.
Oh
My goodness!
That was you could see it was by his reaction.
His disc is on the left-hand side.
Yeah, he hit a tree, kick left. You can see by his reaction that he slipped. This is the hole you really want to commit to your power on. You really want to put quite hard and flat with something slightly stable. So you do need to rely on your footing being there. Cam gets a decent shot out there. He's not up the hill looking for the putt for the 2, but he's happy with it. Easy 3.
I was thinking earlier, you were talking about Oz's winning mentality. Some winner psychology is and a good wide slicing shot from Abe there.
Another spot.
A loss is never a loss. It's just you haven't won yet.
Okay.
The game's not over.
Interesting. Tell that to the Leafs.
Well, I don't want to get into it, but I'm just lucky I got to be a Sharks fan before.
Oh, he looks like he slipped as well. That's gonna be. You kicked him a little early.
It is slick. It's gonna take a lot of the tee pads in the fields are already drying up.
Oh,
by now.
yeah, they'd be amazing to play on. It's just a shaded, wooded area.
Mm-hmm.
Jake puts a nice one up there. I don't know how close it'll be. I didn't get a good look at it, but
yeah, I think that's a great effort considering what he had to work with. And Oz is gonna be maybe wishing he got a little bit more up that hill.
Yeah, probably have a circle's edge putt coming in there. Abe with the forehand. Rests it up there nicely. Smart play.
Yeah, smart and great shot. And being a par 4, you can.
This is Jake's look for a 2. He's thinking about it.
No, this is for his 3 because he hit the tree.
Right, he did slip on the tee pad.
That's why I said it was such a great recovery. But he can still save his par.
That's on me. Oh, I was in this place the first round, just trying to look at that basket through those 2 little trees there, and just doesn't work out.
Yeah, it's about as good as you can hope for. I've seen people be there off the tee shot.
Yeah. You can see the backup on the next hole already. Oh, Oz makes
Oh,
a
yeah.
big putt. That had to be outside circle because I think he jumped it.
You didn't wave at all the fans this time, though. There's lots of people watching now.
He only waits for birdie putts. Well, it was a birdie putt, actually, wasn't it?
That it is, yeah. Played that hole excellent. Jake saves an incredible save for the 4 for what he had to work with. And Abe drops in a birdie.
Yeah, nice 3 for Abe. I think he had that forehand up shot.
True North Disc Golf brings you hole number 9. Another short, windy par 4.
Yeah, getting down to the gap hitting section of the course where you just need to make sure you hit the gap that's right in front of you. Past that, doesn't really matter where you go because it opens up enough that you can take any sort of approach to the basket that it gives you.
Is this the one that's called Plinko? Maybe it's the next hole, but there is that aspect. Even if you hit your gap, you don't want it to push too far too straight because it's going directly off the fairway and then potentially down to the next fairway below. If you can get past those fallen logs, you're in mint condition.
The flexor and is the way to get there. I don't know if the power is available with the slippery tee pads. You can see Cam just took so much off that, just trying to hit the gap.
Okay.
I don't know where that went, but I'm imagining if you get down to the left, there's always routes you can get to the basket with.
Yeah, there is the emergency gap of taking the other fairway. You don't necessarily want to be taking it, but look at this!
Abe.
And hitting that bit of leaves at the end might have been okay, just to smack it down a bit.
Yeah, honestly, again, as soon as you make the first gap, it opens up so much that it doesn't really matter where you go after that. Just find your way to get up and down and take your 3.
All right, Oz checking the grip there. Definitely important for this shot.
Oh, catches that. That's the same branch he caught on the first round that pushed him into the middle of the fairway.
He definitely went for all of it there.
It's doable. If you get that flex forehand proper, you can get the 2 on this.
Speaking of 2s, on the last hole, someone got the 2.
Yes, they did. Someone got the eagle on the last hole.
Oh, was that Mr. Chris Brown again?
Yes, it was.
Oh, buddy, you're making some stats.
I only get the hard holes.
You and James, some highlight reels. We should have had a camera on your card, too.
Yeah. You didn't want to see what happened in between those holes, so there's a reason we're not on this card.
ESPN only shows the highlights, man.
That's an interesting shot from Oz. It'll put him in a spot where you can pitch up and get his 4.
Yeah, it may have seemed like he faded out a bit early, but it's actually just a conservative, smart play.
Yeah. He's up by 11 strokes. He doesn't need to push with 9 holes to go.
Yeah, he's already got a course record in his pocket too, just to say that.
Yeah.
If you weren't tuning in for the first 2 rounds, as almost a little roller action again from Cam.
Was that a roller attempt, or did he just catch a tree?
It turned into one.
Oh, this is interesting. I really thought Oz would be in a decent spot, but he's really pinched.
Did pan out too early then. Yeah, if you weren't tuning in the first 2 rounds, we witnessed legendary disc golf history. Chris Ozolins breaking both course records in round 1 in the long bomber.
That was beautiful.
Parks that. And then round 2, the very same day that afternoon, right here in the Winding Woods, tying Cam Zanini's record from last year.
That got away from Jake. He's going to want that one back. That was a pretty routine forehand jump putt, whatever he wanted to do, and it just got away.
Oh, just going for the delicate touch. A little too delicate from Abe there.
Another one Abe's going to want back. That's a rough mistake.
Now he's got to shoot from outside the circle. And, well, he's going to be happy he hit that tree at least.
Yeah, that's upsetting for him.
Yeah.
And look where Jake got himself to with that jump putt. See if he can't pull this one up coming up the hill.
It's fantastic just watching these putts because you don't even know if they have a window yet until they let go of the disc. And he did. But
not big enough.
Cam stretching out for this one. Another athletic
This is
dude.
where his somewhat roller rolled to. That's not bad. A little downhill, just get it on line with the basket and let it go.
Oh,
Edge of the cage.
strange bounce. It bounced backwards. But
Yeah, I think it caught the cage, forcing it into the ground.
And Jake.
This isn't a gimme for
still,
Jake either.
yeah.
And who knows what's in his way, and he could be
Not out of the woods yet, you could say.
yes, indeed.
But he's in.
He makes it.
And he's happy to move into the back nine now. Cam is drawn even with Jake now, as has Abe, but not after this hole. However, we have, I think it's like a 5-horse race for second place right now.
That's quite impressive to have that kind of parity. Good tapping by Abe. This
Just
is
struggling to keep their balance too. You can
Yeah.
see them like teetering and slipping.
yeah. Cam trying to walk up that hill right now.
Yeah, it is a different story on day 2 here at the Saw. And that is going to wrap it up for the front 9 as they head on to the back half of the course.
Definitely slippery. It was tough conditions out there. They all seemed to hold it together pretty well. You can see everyone had their individual slips, but all in all, they're playing great. See a bunch of 6 downs there holding it together for second place. Oz has pretty much run away with this by now. It's an incredible play.
Yeah, there's still some amazing plays being made. So the wet weather is definitely a factor, but you can't keep skill down. You only so much. Thank you, Diameter Apparel, covered by Jay. Peace Bridge Disc Golf Days. We're going to catch you on the final 9 for this finale of the Saw Open. I'm Patrick McCauley, and this is...
I'm Chris Brown.
We'll see you